on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. And for the Spurs, up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the center. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, here's Bain. Pass to Wells. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Up top, Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Bain. There's the pick. Takes a 3. And Wembanyama with the rebound. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Lays it up off the glass.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Morant against Fox. Left block shot on the way. And Morant finishes inside. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Jackson. Now Bain. And a miss there on the triple. Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bain was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
Here's Edie following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to Morant. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here is Fox. Pass to Barnes from downtown. Edie with the rebound. Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Fox with the steal. Driving the lane. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. Left side, Bain. Pass to Edie. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Memphis. Here's Vassell. It's good.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Over Barnes. Jackson misses. San Antonio trailing here. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis with the ball. Morant with it. Pass to Wells. Outside Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Fox finds Barnes. Vassell sends a screen for Barnes. From outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Wells. Pass to Edey. Wells kicks to Bain. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's Fox. Edey with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Out to Morant. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Castle.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now Bain. Still scoreless. Fires from deep. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Inside, it's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
The Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Barnes can't get it to go. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Spurs trail by 5. Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Trying to find Vassell. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his bounds.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. And it's Clark in the corner. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Castle. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Memphis leading by 3. Morant surveying the D. Drives to the hoop. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Both free throws good from Morant. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Here's Paul. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds in this game. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it.
David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus.
So far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Morant. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
There's Morant after the basket by San Antonio. Aldama passes to Jackson. Over Zohan. Jackson misses. Spurs trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
Paul against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Champagny. Now Wembanyama. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant outside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Let me just say this. You're going to want to put some extra tape on your ankles if you've got to guard Ja Morant, because his handle is on a string.
Here's Champagny. Wembanyama down low. He's covered by Clark. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Fox, he's checked in for San Antonio. Memphis also making some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Ja Morant. Now here's Pippen. Pass to Kennard. Down low, Jackson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
And here is Fox from the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Pippen. Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Kennard in at the two-guard spot.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Memphis trailing here. Pippen outside. Pass to Jackson. A three ball. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A shot by Champagny, no good. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pippen finds Kennard. And here's Jackson, covered by Johnson. The jump hook, Jackson misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Pippen against Paul. Jackson a screen on Paul. Pass to Kennard. Clark sets a screen for Kennard. Launches a three, and again it's Memphis with the three.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Pippen against Paul. Here's Sohan. Back to Paul. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Kennard against Fox. Jackson misses. Spurs trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Fox. "13 feet away. The Grizzlies pull it in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. He can't let that happen.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Sohan. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the shot by Chris Paul. Aldama passes to Clark. Right side, Pippen. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Spurs trail by 5. Fox kicks to Paul. Johnson outside. There's a good screen. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Ball against Pippen. Outside Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Call a screen on Kennard. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a kick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Paul. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Kennard. And San Antonio has possession following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
No good from Clark. Spurs trail by 4. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Pippen against Fox. Pass to Bain. Lets it go with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bain's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Johnson. Memphis also making some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. So it's the Spurs now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Castle. Pass to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Morant outside to the paint. Got a piece of it. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Love seeing what he can do on the open floor. Fox is so explosive.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant right side. Back to Aldama. Clock at 4. And the 3 off target. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Castle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Morant with it. 18 points for him. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 20 points.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Castle's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Aldama. Wells kicks to Bain. Here's Aldama. Covered by Barnes. Morant against Fox. Fires the 3. And it's Morant missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Wembanyama finds Fox. Going inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
Just so crafty getting to the rim. Fox runs inside, leaps over the defense for the easy finish.
Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Bain. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bain's got 5.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle, guarded by Bain. Here's Fox. Morant with some nice D. Memphis has gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Pass to Aldama. Vassell against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Clark sets a screen for Bain. Over Castle. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
That free throw, no good. Paul's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Edie's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And he's good on the second. And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And it's Morant missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Wembanyama against Morant. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant passes to Jackson. There's a screen. Bain for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Bain's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Grizzlies.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Castle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Now, here's Bain. 8 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Over Barnes. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Jackson's got 10 points now just in this quarter. San Antonio leading. Al Paul. And here is Vassell. Wembanyama left side. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
San Antonio leading by 4. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Castle, guarded by Bain. Castle misses. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Clock at 6. Morant against Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
The Spurs shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Fox passes to Barnes. Pass to Vassell. The kick out to Fox. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They grab their own miss. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Akidi picks one up.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Now, here's Vassell. Guarded closely. Morant against Fox. Oh, that's blocked. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Edey. For the tie. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here is Fox. He's got 13. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Wells dishes to Morant. He nails it, and we're tied up. Morant's got 22.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Vassell, the bounce pass. A 3 from Barnes. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got 7.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Pass to Edie. Bain with it. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 10. So it's San Antonio now. They lead by 1. Fox deciding where to go with it. And it's blocked. Outside, Bain. High, arcing shot. Here's Castle. He's got 10 from 11 feet away, and Desmond Bain pulls it down. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Edie. Morant outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Vassell. Edie with the rebound. Edie's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morant outside. To the inside. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in.
Number 10, Jeremy Sohan.
Pass to Castle. Barnes screen on Bain. Here's Castle. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. San Antonio with the rebound. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And yes, it's good.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. He's got 10. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Jackson looking it over. Payne for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Castle. Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got 5.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Back to Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Spurs passing it around. Pass to Sohan. Fires the 3. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 4-point Memphis lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fox with it. He's got 13. A nice shot by Sohan. Sohan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Showing the point guard instincts there. Fox with great vision.
Inside. Here's Edie. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Sohan. Back to Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Edey. Outside, Bain. Now Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Barnes, right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for Fox. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Bain.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Champagnie passes to Paul. And the shot goes in. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nothing too flashy. Paul gets tricky enough to throw the defense off.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Aldama finds Morant. Pippen sets a screen for Morant. It's deflected. Johnson outside. Paul outside. Now Sohan. He's got 8. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. They double team Wembanyama. This one for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Kennard, he's checked in for John Morant.
Number 10, Luke Kennard.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Now, here's Pippen. Still yet to score. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th personal foul. 1st team foul.
.110 left in the third.
Paul's a pesky defender, no doubt about it.
No good on the quick 3. Champagnie passes to Wembanyama, and he makes that one. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Pippen against Paul. Pass to Kennard. Here's Aldama. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Pass to Aldama. Outside Jackson. And here's Kennard. Here's Champagnie. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Spurs ball. Substitution on the court.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then there's Wells, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. Takes a step back. Bain kicks to Wells. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Pippen. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Right side Bain. The layup off target. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Fox. And blocked by Bain. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pippen kicks to Clark. Outside, Bain. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Pippen. A rebound by the Spurs. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sohan inside. Aldama's there. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan. He can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Paul against Pippen.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Very productive area of the floor for them.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bienvenidos checked in. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs, number 30.
Spurs leading by 10. And here is Paul. Ipos Johnson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Wells has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pippen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at foul.
Second team foul.
And so he hits both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Fox against Bain. Outside, Fox. Over Bain. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Pippen. Pocket 6. Now Bain. Guarded by Fox. Puts it up. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Pippen finds Bain. Clark a screen on Fox. Out to the wing. Back to Bain. From deep. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Castle. Johnson with it. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. A 3 off the mark.
A little too aggressive on that shot. He's not the guy they want shooting those tough threes.
Pippen outside. Clark outside. The tray. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes it off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 11.
He is extremely comfortable and confident around that paint. We'll see a lot of points from Keldon Johnson in that area.